I think we're all speaking to the choir here, why trade is so important. The trade, not only between the U.S. and Canada, but especially to the Republic of Mexico. I say this because the trade between all three countries is extremely important. With all due respect to the administration, I don't understand why they don't understand the importance of trade between the three countries. I know that the negotiations of NAFTA has been going a little difficult. I always said that we already did the NAFTA 2.0, it was called TPP, and if we would have just stuck to the Trans-Pacific Partnership, we would have done a NAFTA 2.0 without opening up NAFTA 2.0. But funny thing happened on November, a year and a half ago, so we're here now dealing with the reality. But I think it's important for you all to continue doing what you're doing and then talk about the importance of trade between all three countries, and especially to our friends to the south. Eddie and I have known each other for a long time, and we know the importance of trade. And I said that their bank, International Bank of Commerce, had the word international way a long time ago. They understand the importance of international to our area. And again, I can go into some of the numbers. I'll just talk about my hometown of Laredo, just briefly, but Laredo is the largest inland port. If you look at the 14,000 trailers that we see that come just through one land port, Laredo, they don't even match, they're even more than all the trucks that cross through all the ports of entry through Texas. It's the largest inland port, 14,000 trailers a day. If you line up the trucks on one day, they'll go from Laredo to right outside of San Antonio. If you line up the trucks that go there 1 month from Laredo, they will line up from Laredo all the way to South America, Bolivia. And if you line up the trucks that pass through Laredo, and I say that because I have some truckers that I just got, so I gotta plug the truckers from Laredo. They will go around the world twice itself. So Laredo's number one in trucks. I don't want to correct Mr. Merriman, but I will. On buses, we're actually number one in buses. I think they had another one. I don't know if he got that corrected, but Laredo's actually number one in buses also. It's the largest one. It's Laredo, San Isidro. Last year we got 33,000 plus buses that we had. And the reason I say that is because we understand in Texas the importance of trade. And I think, Madam Secretary, you know the importance of trade. And we're trying to get the administration to understand trade. Now there is, there's another negotiations coming up in Mexico pretty soon. In fact, we got Secretary Guajardo coming to our Washington birthday celebration in February, where we're going to be honoring him. But it's important to understand that as the new negotiations, or the next one coming up in Mexico, that we talk about the importance of trade, in the sense that there is the trade promotion coming up, and I think the administration wants to slip this by, but we need to talk about this trade promotion that's coming in, because quite honestly, I think the administration needs to do a better job and understand that Mexico is a friend and not an enemy. When Russia is seen as a friend and Mexico is seen as an enemy, our world has been turned upside down, quite honestly. If they want to look at trade deficiencies, they need to go outside Canada and Mexico and look at other parts, China and other parts. We got to treat our neighbors, both the South and the North, as our friends. We're lucky. If you look at other parts of the world, you will see other parts of the world that don't have very friendly neighbors. We're very blessed to have Canada and very blessed to have Mexico on our side. And I've always said, if Mexico wanted to play hardball with the United States, I would start inviting certain countries to start investing right across the border. If they wanted to play hardball, they could do that. They're not going to do that. Mexico's not going to do that, but they could easily invite China. They could easily invite other places, other ones to do maquiladoras right across if people wanted to play hardball, or all they had to do was change their visa system, which is very conducive to us and very friendly to us. So there's a lot of ways that we got to understand that Mexico and Canada are friends, and we need to start treating them as friends. I understand trade deficiencies. I understand all of that. But keep in mind that those are our neighbors, and we need to start treating them as neighbors. And this is why this report that you're all putting out is so important. I certainly send my best to the doctor, to all the folks who worked on it. It's very important to highlight. And again, I can go over some of the numbers that I have, but I think I'd rather hear from the experts. And I'll be here for a few minutes, and I got to go talk to our Secretary of Defense. But I do want to say thank you, because I see a lot of faces have been working on this for so many years, and I appreciate it. So again, we got to understand that the Rio Grande or Rio Bravo, talking about Mexico, does not divide us, but actually unites us as two countries. So thank you again so much. And Eddie, to you and all the folks that are here, thank you for highlighting this. We need to keep beating the drum, so we need to keep making sure that the people in the administration understand that we're dealing with two good neighbors. You look across the world, think about some other countries. No other country is blessed as the U.S. to have neighbors like Canada and Mexico itself. I would ask you to look at the trade promotion. It's coming up, and I think the administration wants to slip this by. But I think we need to talk about this a little bit more to make sure that the trade, that the administration, especially our trade representative, understand that Mexico is a friend and not an enemy, and that certainly applies to Canada itself. So I really appreciate all this information that you're all providing. I'll be here for a few minutes, but I got the Secretary of Defense waiting on appropriations. So I certainly wanted to just leave for a few minutes and come here, because I understand all the good work, Eddie, you and the bank and Madam Secretary, and so many have been doing for so many years. And certainly I want to be part of the team, and I want to be helpful in any way that I can. So, un placer estar aquí por ustedes. I'll see you all later. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Congressman Cuellar. I tell you what, it's while an administration is directly responsible for the negotiation of trade agreements, we all know historically that Congress plays a crucial role. And you couldn't ask for two strong